Yo, guys, welcome back to the Blue Podcast. This is the Purple Show with me, Tom, Ben, Cam, and Fab. How you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Covering, yeah.
Hey.
We might be.
I've done it.
We might be a little bit hungover today,
Usual.
but nothing changes. We move. We currently got Fulham, Liverpool in the background. Fulham are winning 1-0. Well, you guys will know what the score is when you're watching this, but we're watching it.
What's Fab's granny?
Oh, he's got some lunch. What you got there?
Chicken, chips, sweet chili sauce.
Proper hangover cure food. That
Absolutely.
it is good. I've had one as well. I put mine in the fridge though.
See, I'm being a good boy and I'm not buying any.
Oh, but it's so good.
They're going over each other. It's gone.
God.
It's done. We thought Fulham might score.
To be fair, Bob, it's probably not a good time to talk about Liverpool, but I mean,
Probably need to talk about it.
it's a big topic at the moment, isn't it? Unfortunately, for
yeah.
the wrong reasons.
Yeah, definitely for the wrong reasons. Yeah, Thursday, Chelsea beat them 1-0. Fifth home loss in a row. This could be the sixth, but I have a feeling they'll get one. Like, come on now,
They have to.
Have to. It's Fulham.
Mane's just come on as well. So.
Yeah, I've noticed someone a bit quiet to my right. Someone's a little bit quiet. What's your piece, Fab?
Surely.
What's your piece?
I think top four's out.
Welcome to the one.
We should get Europa League. And I think we'll win the Europa League.
You're predicting win the Europa League next season?
Yeah, I think we will. As long as we reinvest in the summer.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about 20 million, 30 million. I'm talking about 100 million in total.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see from the club. Clearly, everyone can see our tactics aren't working at the moment. Like, not going to excuse ourselves defensively. We've had injuries. I don't think we need to change our centre-backs and wing-backs. But the front three are poor this season. Everyone apart from Salah has massively underperformed. And the midfield's been... it's just not been anything spectacular. The only goals we're getting from midfield seem to be from Curtis Jones, who's coming from our academy team. It's not quite clicking there either. So I think you're looking at expensive rated winger or striker to come in and rotate with the front three, as Jota does at the moment. I think Firmino gets dropped into midfield next season.
You think he'd actually go midfield?
Yeah, I think he's going to go into like a cam role.
That's
instead
interesting.
of a striker.
So you do
hold it.
striker then?
Well, we've got Jota. So between Jota, Mane and Salah, we have to have... If Firmino is going to drop... Essentially, at the moment, you can't play Firmino for a full 90 if you have someone like Jota on the bench.
Yeah.
Because Jota's just performing so much better than him on and off the ball, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You see the beautiful assist Firmino does, but when you look at his stats, it's shocking.
It happens like twice a year.
Yeah.
So you've just got to look at it from a realistic point of view. If you want to win the Premier League, you cannot do it with a player like Firmino who's getting like 5 goals a season, playing up front.
Would you sell Firmino?
Yeah, I don't think we get very much for him, to be honest. He's a bit more of a system player. I would be genuinely curious to see how he does in midfield. I think we have done it before where we played Jota in front of Firmino and Firmino just kind of in behind, kind of calm, for false nine maybe. I don't even know what you call it. We essentially had a front four.
Yeah.
And it worked really, really well. Like it was the start of the season. We had Van Dijk, we had Gomez. There was a couple games where we started like that. And to be fair, like later on during the game, it was less effective. I remember the first 15 minutes of every game we had those front four in. Unbelievable. Like, you're just forward pressing, lots of chances. It might have been against City, actually. We pressed really hard and we didn't quite get a goal, but we were unlucky. And then Man City sort of, as they normally do, kind of got used to the system and change a few things, and kind of created their game afterwards.
And he always like to his players.
Yeah.
All this sort of stuff.
He's reminiscing about older times, isn't he?
Yeah, I think as a Liverpool supporter, you've got to see reinvestment in the club. I'm not talking about Mbappe, Haaland. I'm talking about good, young, potentially expensive.
You just described Mbappe and Haaland.
But there's a difference between expensive and then really expensive. To get either of those two, you're looking at least 100 million, if not more.
Yeah, Mbappe himself would be like
200,
double that.
So that's my point. Like, potentially, if you just got one of them, would be all happy and stuff. But at the end of the day, you got to be realistic. Liverpool have never spent that amount of money for a player. We sold them for that much. We haven't brought them in for that much. So potentially the only other option would be to sell Salah or Mane. But I don't think
you're going to get too much from them though, because they're quite old.
Yeah,
I'd say more like a Hazard kind of price than like a Neymar or Mbappe price.
Yeah,
I think you get.
I mean, surely
at this current market, I don't think we'd sell them for under.
Oh no, you get over 100 mil for them for sure, because they're just star quality. You shouldn't even think about selling them for less. But I've got a question though. If you lose this game and the next one, is there question about Klopp staying? No.
I mean, I think if
you've got to be real.
But there has to be a conversation. If you lose to Fulham at home and you've lost 6 on the bounce at home.
Yeah, but we've had injuries and stuff, and like, admittedly, Klopp hasn't made perfect decisions. That decision against Midtjylland in December, where Jota got injured, was a bit of a stinker from Klopp.
Yeah,
pretty poor managing. At the end of the day, you can't. And I know it's unfortunate, but playing a player like that who's key to our system and has performing really well in a dead Champions League game, it's just asking for trouble.
Next up, we got Wolves on the 15th of March away. Like, you should be winning that, obviously.
I'll be honest, I haven't looked at the fixtures, and I don't really think, even if we carry on our run of form and miss out in Europa League, it's not gonna kick Klopp out. Klopp's done so much for his club.
Yeah,
we'd assess things at the end of this season, whatever's going on right now, and potentially if both the club and Klopp. This is important, and Klopp, because Klopp's talked about the future.
Yeah,
so not
so
staying. He may run out his contract, and he, potentially after a season like this, he might decide for himself. Actually, I'd rather have a break now and come back, maybe manage the German national team, something like that. Which I can understand. But
do you think he would go if it became available?
It doesn't really matter to me. It more matters to me if Klopp wants to go or if he wants to stay. I think if Klopp wants to stay, he's going to stay. The fans love him. The team loves him. We won the Champions League, won the Premier League the first time in 30 years. It's not, one bad season is not enough to warrant getting rid of a manager of that caliber.
But would you understand if he decided that this isn't acceptable, so he's got to go?
We just hit
the bar.
Like, if he was
that's what I'm saying. Like,
something needs to change. So
I think it will be up to Klopp at the end of the day.
I reckon. Do you reckon?
Yeah, this game in the back.
Give him another season
to watch at the moment.
Just hit the corner between the post and the bar.
But then, to be fair, these problems that you've had coming from injuries, everyone's known that Liverpool's depth hasn't been great, and this has been for a few seasons. So your starting 11 has been great, fantastic.
Yeah.
So why, if everyone's realised in the last few seasons, you've not got a great bench. Like, you can't bring in like for like quality like City can. So why haven't they shown that as a weakness and then tried to invest gradually over the last few seasons but now they're in the shitter and they've got to go out and spend a shed load of money to try and fix the team.
Yeah.
So I don't see.
I think you're forgetting a little bit. Liverpool a couple of seasons ago were not a top 4 side. We were coming 6th, 7th. It's only recently, the last 4 seasons, I would say, we've really been competing for the Premier League title. There's that one when we came second.
You came over. I guess you were a top 6 side for a while though. Like you were competing with Chelsea.
Yeah, but I'm talking like competing for the actual Premier League, not just top 4, trying to get top.
Like they had that rebuilding phase early 2010s, didn't they?
Yeah. When they when Willie and Torres scored goals to stop them from winning the league.
So even from that point, that kind of rebuilding process, you brought in. You had like Suarez. You started bringing in some good quality players.
Yeah.
But so I just don't understand why you've not either bought through players or you've tried to bring players through the academy. It's not really worked.
Well, they've got Trent, the current right back, Curtis Jones. Like you've got more than most teams have like academy players. Like City have 1 academy player. You have got 3.
Check some out being like, oh, we started playing academy players now.
Did I mention anyone? Did I mention Chelsea? Thank you. Did I mention him?
You were leading to it. You were coming to it.
Wait, didn't academy play on Thursday? Yeah, it did. Sorry.
But then, like you say, it's not really the Liverpool way, is it? It's just throw loads of money at it.
No.
So
you like to find gems like in FIFA who are like high potential, cheap, kind of. You know what I mean?
But you need something right now. Like,
yeah.
You need it now.
Which is why, as you said, you do need to spend money.
Oh, the teams are out.
Oh, the United teams are out. Okay.
For the derby.
Oh, let's have a look.
Edison.
Go on.
Cancelo.
Yeah.
Diaz. Stones. Zinchenko. Rodri. Gundogan. De Bruyne. Mahrez. Sterling. Jesus. Why is he starting Jesus, man?
He scored 2 in the last game, didn't he? So.
What about the United team?
United's team. There we go.
Shit.
Manchester United. Where is it? They've not released it yet.
Maybe they've not turned up because they know they're going to get slapped.
Oh, wait, that would put a smile on my face if United just get absolutely dogged.
I probably hope so.
Like I can see us winning, but I don't think we're going to slap them.
Mate, I think the whole country wants you to slap them.
Yeah. It's just got to be done, isn't it?
It just would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Who likes Man United?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Henderson in that.
Henderson in that.
Lindelof.
Of course. Lindelof.
Maguire.
Yeah. Always Lindelof and Maguire against top 6 sides.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah. Martial, Rashford, Fred, Fernandez, James, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, and McTominay. So
James
he's doing. This is what my
revitalized, hasn't he? Yeah, recently.
Yeah, well, that just shows that they're playing counter attack. Straight away.
When do they not?
They never play them playing when they're not playing counter attack. So
it's like against Palace. They didn't know what to do when they had the ball. They're so used to teams coming at them, and then they counter them.
And also, Also, my United friend was saying that against top 6 sides, especially, they always play Lindelof, Maguire, and then McTominay and Fred in front to protect them. That's what they do every top 6 game. So
I don't get why Bailly doesn't play, man.
Come on, City!
Huh?
I just said, "Come on, City!" We've got to win this game. It's the only game that I get nervous for.
Crap, we didn't do score predictions for this one. Oh no, not bad.
Oh, I can get my score prediction from the thing I do with my dad.
Doesn't count.
I think predicted
Only
Liverpool to win 2-0.
Only the council.
I predicted Liverpool to win 2-0, but you know.
Yeah. I predicted 1-0 Fulham, of course.
Awful.
Oh dear. Let's talk about Arsenal. Why not? Good game yesterday.
It was maybe for you to watch me, yeah. But apart from that, no chance. Absolute. No. Just no.
Could have lost that game so badly.
I'm still a little bit sensitive about it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they are screwed us. blatant penalty. Like, I don't know. I actually do not understand how handball works anymore.
No,
I don't get it. I really don't get it. And then the fact that we hit the crossbar, we hit the post. Like Pepe missed a sitter.
Oh yeah, missed it. Absolute sitter. Clearance off the line with the shoulder.
Absolutely. And then the worst thing about it is Burnley could have won it.
Yeah, Burnley definitely could have won it.
So and then Granit Xhaka, like,
what is he doing?
He's got to do one. He was due it, wasn't he? So
yeah.
You know, he's got to stay true to himself. So he's got to cost us a 3-point game. So I mean, yeah, I think, and then we've got some tough games coming up as well. So that was a must-win game for me. But I know we've got Spurs coming up soon. We've got saw earlier. We've got Liverpool in April.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah. Whereas if I was saying you're probably not going to get top 4. You probably will get Europa League at least, but we're not even going to get Europa League. So our best bet is to go for the Europa League itself now.
Yeah.
But then we've got Olympiacos. So
but out of the draw, decent result to get Olympiacos.
I mean, they knocked us out last year, and Socrates is playing for them. So it's just written in the start that they're going to beat us again. Yeah. They're going to knock us out again.
Yeah, but I mean, luck must be on your side after coming back in the last game.
Oh yeah, but do you remember the stress that put me through?
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, you were.
We had a nice little Zoom call yesterday for the match, so I wouldn't. Can you imagine sort of the feelings from that match?
Oh my god, man.
Mate, he was stood up for a good 20 minutes.
I banged my head against the wall, like I couldn't watch, and then I couldn't then stop watching. Awful. The stress it puts me through.
That'll be an interesting Europa League match, United AC Milan.
Yeah, that's a really good draw for everyone else apart from Man United AC Milan.
Yeah,
they're like big teams.
I think AC Milan have if they can beat United, they have a big chance of winning.
Yeah,
I think United will slap them. Actually, well, maybe not slap them, but like I think United have got more quality than Milan.
Really?
Milan have fallen away. Yeah, Milan have fallen away in Serie A.
I'd expect that to have been like a semi-final draw, or a quarter-final draw, or even a final. I could see both of them in the final. So the fact that they're playing each other around the 16, that's good for everyone else, I think.
Massive loss from Leicester.
Yeah, it's not to say Milan aren't decent, but like I don't know. I just think United have got slightly.
Yeah.
But those are the
so sad.
2 or 4 favorites.
Just wait for the goal to go absolutely nuts.
No, I won't.
All right. City, who did you play in the week?
They did. They won.
Wolves, was it?
Yeah.
Yes, you beat Wolves 4-1. Me and Cam almost got our predictions right. Shocking. It was unfortunate.
That was it.
Yeah, I was a bit happy that we scored.
20th minute, 3-1. We're giving each other high fives. Not the correct prediction. Keeping our way at the top of the score leaderboard, and Jesus goes to have to score in the 93rd minute. Just like, come on now, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, no, I was happy. 1, because we won, but 2, you didn't get your points, so it was all good.
Even better.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, what are you going to go for today? Actually, it's Man United against top 16. So
actually, yeah, let's get that prediction down now.
They could, do a classic 0-0. Like it happened.
Yeah, I mean,
last time before, it's 0-0.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, in the league it was 0-0. Yeah.
So
I mean, I've got to back City. I'm going to back City 2-1, but I wouldn't put it past being a 0-0. So.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't. I
Are
do
you at
myself
home?
big.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a weird one as well, the Manchester derby, because usually it's like the reverse. We do better at Old Trafford and they do better at the Etihad. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Is why, like,
What's
you know,
your score
but
prediction?
hopefully.
3-1 City.
Wow. Big slap. Cameroon.
I wish I had his confidence.
I'm gonna go 4.
Wait, didn't Fulham beat a good side recently as well? Like, not Liverpool right now. I'm saying
I've got no idea. I think I really do want City to slap United, but it's United and they're just going to defend. Like they're literally just going to defend.
Oh, they lost.
So it literally just depends on how City are feeling as to whether they want to go and score goals or not. So
yeah, well, we're not going to go all out because we're not going to want to get counter-attacked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it could be quite a boring game actually.
Yeah.
Like just solely United clinging on for their lives and City just not really going for it fully. So
Mate, Scott Parker looks sharp.
I reckon.
Go on, your prediction. It's awful.
Yeah, but I've got to think about it. I've got to say this is an important decision. What are you going for?
I'm lost. That's how it works.
I'll go the classic City score recently, which is like a 3-0, 3-1. I reckon, are United going to score?
That's the question.
That is the question. And I don't think they will, so I'll go 3-0.
3-0.
3-0 in the Manchester derby for City.
Ben, you gone 2-1, right?
Yeah.
All right. Will they score is the question. No is the answer. 2-0 City.
2.
Right.
United not scoring is a big decision to make. Because somehow, like, they are...
It's a derby.
Yeah.
It, like, I've said it countless times, like, it's a cliche, form goes out the window. It's a one-off match. Like, it's basically a cup final. Anything can happen, so...
Yeah. We'll see.
It's going to be interesting. And are you bricking it already? Are you like...
I'm not. I wouldn't say I brick it, but like I do have like a little nervous tension. Like I like to try and occupy myself with something else whilst the match is on. Just like I'll have it on in the background, but I'll be like, I don't know, like looking at YouTube videos or something. Yeah. Because I just it's too
safe.
Yeah.
It's too stressful. Yeah. I'll be like, oh great, yeah, but no, it's too stressful. Like I just can't. Yeah. Can't hack it.
It's probably your whole house is like that then. So you're all just going to be sat, not quite watching the TV, but like, or like talking to each other.
Well, you can just be facing away from the TV, and your dad can be watching it, and he can tell you what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh dear. All right. Well, we got our score predictions. They will be tweeted. This should be out as they're tweeted. So do comment your predictions as always. We've got a group chat on the Twitter for everyone that's got predictions. So if you want to be part of that exclusive, then you can join in. Although we have had, I think a lot of people have predicted, just a lot of people got them wrong and then never predicted again. Is there any people that like somehow on their first go get a prediction right and then they'll start predicting? But it's like sometimes we'll get one person predict and just
it is nice when you're winning, I have to say.
Yeah, it must be nice. Yeah. I think maybe next season I'll try and make it into quite a fun thing. We could even do it like the FPL and what's the word?
What is the word?
Get like a prize for winning at the end of the season. E.g. merch. E.g. merch. Yeah. Chelsea Everton tomorrow.
That's it. Are you doing live stream for that?
I don't know if I can be bothered. It's 5:30. I just kind of want to. I feel like we've done two kind of quick succession.
Fair.
I think for like if it's like Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, we'll probably do.
Yeah.
Those. I mean, it's actually something.
The key game top four, isn't it?
Yeah, there's actually something.
The key game top four.
No, just something in it for like us, because like who's gonna want to watch a reaction of people who don't support the teams?
True. And probably viewers are the support.
Yeah, exactly.
Liverpool, City. You know.
So they want to see a Liverpool person's reaction. Like my mate messaged me the Liverpool game saying, I watched your reaction to Mount's goal and it was identical to mine. I watched that back. It was actually so funny.
It'd be interesting. Like it'll be interesting though if Everton win that, they'll go above you with a game in hand.
I know.
But I think I'd probably say it's going to be a draw, to be honest.
Probably.
I'll probably say Chelsea. Not gonna lie.
I'm thinking of Chelsea as well, but
I think if a team is to win it, it'll be Chelsea. But I can see it being a draw, just because Everton will defend.
Yeah, West Ham, they've got still to play. They've got 2 games in hand on Liverpool, who are 2 points behind them as well. Arsenal moved up into the top of the table, but Leeds have a game in hand and better goal difference. They could go above you, yeah. At the bottom of the table, Fulham win today. They are joint points with Brighton. Blimey. Who Brighton played today? Oh, they lost to Leicester 2-1 yesterday.
Yeah.
They lost yesterday 2-1.
Did Sheffield win recently?
Possibly.
I lost to Southampton yesterday.
Yeah, I lost 2-0 to Southampton.
Oh, of course they did.
There was something dodgy about that game, wasn't there? Well, VAR, we've got 5 minutes left of this because we haven't got time. VAR is just crap. It's just really bad.
You're the one who usually defends it. Oh.
No, I don't defend it. I just when it starts.
You're the one who you're more for it than us, aren't you?
Because if it works, if it can work, fantastic. I'd much rather.
There you go. I think they should just scrap it. To be honest.
I know, but.
Technology is probably a good thing to have.
It can't be a bad thing if you can fix it, yeah.
Like if it makes the game better, then yeah, but it's not, has it? It's made it worse for basically everyone.
Yeah.
So
but,
I think
we had a good chat. We had a good chat with Tim Lovejoy, just sprinkle that name in there, about VAR, and he said he wants to scrap it, didn't he? So he probably knows more than us.
I can't see them scrap it. So much money, time, effort.
There's no way they will. And also, there also will be like if VAR is taken out, right? They let's say a decision like a handball or a penalty is not given, people will be like, "Oh, VAR would have caught that," and like it's gonna happen either way. Like
but that was like no one complained that much. Like obviously they complained they missed it, but it was like that's part and parcel of the game. Like referees are going to miss stuff.
I feel like VAR was asked to be brought in though by like a lot of people, and like I don't know. It's just
so that was always
it's what
referee's final decision. That's it, and it's what the referee sees, and that's it. Yeah, and that's what's debatable.
It's like they should make it. I mentioned rugby a lot. They should make it more like rugby in terms of the ref sees the replay on the screen in the game. Like he does this, looks up at the screen, sees it, speaks to the fourth man. You can hear all the conversation, and they make a decision, and you can tell why the decision was made, which will just completely cancel out all of the like. What's the word? It just make it easier. Simply, just simply.
I think. It's what Tim Lovejoy said as well, that because goal line technology was so successful, they thought, oh, yeah, that's going to be cracking. It's just not. It's just not been.
Well, it's purely because of how it's applied. Purely. Like, it has the potential, like in all other sports, it's used well, apart from football.
I guess a positive, you could try and spin a positive out of it is if it's the worst it can possibly be now, it can only get better.
True. It can't be any worse.
So if they do improve, if they improve the rules, if they improve if they just generally improve,
they've changed the handball rule, haven't they?
Yeah, but it doesn't come into effect till next season.
Yeah. And
confusing. It literally then like what does it mean? Like who understands it? Like it's maybe the people that have made it, but they've made it in a reaction and response to the problems they've had.
Yeah.
But then have they thought about that this could then cause more problems? And then what they're going to do then? Just have another reactionary change of it, and that's just going to confuse people even more.
Yeah.
So where do you draw the line and say make it simple and just bang, there you go, that's it.
Maybe simplifying it could be the way forward.
Yeah, they're thinking of testing, Arsene Wenger's rule change, to make it like daylight between the players for offside. Yeah. I think they're thinking of testing that, aren't they, soon?
But then again, that's still like.
Oh yeah. They'll be seeing if the if there's any daylight, and it'll just be the simplest thing. But at least it probably reduce the amount of times they have to do stuff like that. Hopefully.
Yeah, because like Werner's goal, it was ridiculously disallowed. That was his leaning arm. They did it from there. Was offside, but his shoulder wasn't. Like. Well.
Honestly, I'd scrap the lines and go high. I'd do it. I'd get the referee to look at it again. But instead of being so pinpoint, if you can tell by looking at it that it's onside or offside, as if you've seen it for the first time, then
that's the thing as well. The technology isn't even good enough. So like those lines that they do, they're not accurate.
Yeah, like it could be
technology is.
There's a pixel, like it's not clear. You know how when you zoom in on stuff normally, you can even on your phone when you zoom in, clearer than on the screen. Like such good technology.
It's not, the technology isn't good enough for that.
But it should be.
So, it relies on the people drawing the lines, the lines in the right place, which it's either your wrist, your elbow, your sleeve, your shoulder, your bum cheek. Honestly,
it's where they pause it as well. Like when the contact with the ball was, like if they pause it a second before, it's onside. They pause it a second after, he's off. Like the technology isn't good enough to even get that right to be able to know when he's actually touched the ball.
There's periods of time when you're kicking the ball. Do you do it from when the person first makes contact, and then there was a couple milliseconds between that, and then that ball actually
the technology isn't there. They need to develop it. Like they don't actually. That's the thing. They don't actually have the technology to do it properly.
And things as well, Leicester for the Arsenal game. Why doesn't the referee have the ability? Like, is he just unable to say, "Can I please look at that again?" Because it could be handball. I think it could be handball. So can I please look at it? And he literally didn't even say "Oh yeah, I could look at it again," or blah, blah. That's a massive decision to make in the game. Yeah. I don't care if it takes 20 seconds for him to have another look at it and maybe change his mind. Like, you just.
Well, that's why having it on the big screen in the game.
Exactly. But then why is the VAR referee looked at that and thought, "No, it's not handball"?
He moves his hand towards the ball.
It's not even. No.
Yeah, I guess it's also the other problem is, like you say, I don't care if they have to go over for 20 seconds, but sometimes it's 10 minutes. Added on time at the game. You're like, but
I really don't understand. Yeah. It shouldn't be. It's like if you're a fan in the ground, you should be able to see what they're seeing and what they're talking about. You shouldn't just be stood there in silence waiting for the decision. Yeah. At least we're lucky at home to have it. But
they
can do that. They can do that.
Yeah. Like like you say, the transparency is not good enough either. So
yeah.
there's many things that need to correct with it, really.
Well, on that's a good note. I think we've had a little rant. It's a good note to end the podcast. I hope you guys did enjoy. This is a slightly different Purple Show to usual. Obviously in person. No visuals this time because I can't be honest. I asked to be leading forward like this the whole time. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Do check us out on all the socials. Give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you're new around here, do with that subscribe button. We are past 700k, 700 subscribers. Fulham just beat Liverpool. We'll see you guys on Thursday for a Blue podcast.